Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Wednesday, July 16th, a well-deserved break in the recent rainfall and high humidity levels here in the Mid-Atlantic region. A refreshing air mass is currently pushing into the region and will be very noticeable by later today and especially by tonight, with comfortable conditions both in terms of temperatures and humidity levels, and it will stay rather nice for the rest of the week. In fact, it looks like below normal temperatures should remain here in the Mid-Atlantic region right from this afternoon through the upcoming weekend. The next shot at any showers or thunderstorms looks like it'll hold off until the latter part of the weekend, but even that is in doubt, and just some very nice weather moving into the Mid-Atlantic region, which is, again, a well-deserved break after the recent heavy rainfall and strong thunderstorms, with very high humidity levels finally being replaced by a nice, comfortable air mass. Here's a current surface map. Cold frontal system working its way slowly off the east coast. Right now, right along the east coast, there still remain some clouds and some showers right along the coastal region, and this will all slowly push out over the next couple of hours. Most areas in the I-95 corridor will see sunshine by the midday, certainly if not by midday during the afternoon hours. There should be some sunshine throughout D.C., Philadelphia, New York City metro regions. High pressure just dominating the scene, really, from the center of the nation all the way into the east, and this represents the center of this relatively cool air mass for this time of the year. We'll see in a moment. Still some very chilly air this morning, with some record lows or near record lows throughout the middle part of the country. The relative to normal temperatures here in the Mid-Atlantic region will not be quite as dramatic as they are out in the middle part of the country. Nonetheless, we will be slightly below normal for the next several days, whereas out here they're way below normal, in some cases at record lows. This morning there are temperatures as low as the upper 30s in places like upstate Wisconsin. Well, here's a map that we actually showed yesterday morning as well from coolweather.com that shows the record lows or near record lows over the past 24 hours. And again, very impressive what's going on now out in the middle part of the country. All of this area from the upper Midwest all the way down to the Gulf coastal states are in record or near record lows. These blue circles with white circles surrounding them are record low temperature areas. Wausau, Wisconsin, for example, all the way up to Duluth, Minnesota, and these blue circles without the white circles surrounding them are near record low temperatures. You can see record lows all the way from Wisconsin, Minnesota region, all the way down into northern Louisiana, northeast Texas, and extending east into northeastern Ohio. Just a very impressive cold air outbreak for this time of the year. And again, we probably will not see record low temperatures here in the Mid-Atlantic region, as the cold air mass tends to modify as it moves to the east. The biggest push is into the Midwest, but nonetheless, we will remain at below normal levels right from this afternoon, probably right through the upcoming weekend, as this air mass filters in to the northeastern U.S. Here's a 24-hour temperature change map from the Penn State EWAL site. It shows the change in temperatures from yesterday morning to this morning. Notice a lot of blues here now in the Mid-Atlantic region, especially the interior Mid-Atlantic region, suggesting colder conditions this morning compared to yesterday morning, indeed, as that refreshingly cool air mass heads to the east. Another area I want to point out, notice out here in the upper part of the Midwest, there's actually another area of change in temperatures from yesterday morning to this morning on the negative side. It's actually cooler this morning than yesterday morning here in the upper part of the Midwest. What this is telling me is that there's kind of a secondary push of cool air, and indeed, that is one of the reasons why we will remain at below normal levels, not just for a couple of days, but looks like right through the upcoming weekend here in the Mid-Atlantic region, perhaps even into the early part of next week. Kind of a secondary push of cooler than normal air being felt right now in the upper part of the Midwest. So we have the first wave of cooler air moving into the Mid-Atlantic region today. That'll stick around for the next couple of days, and then there might be a secondary push that keeps us below normal right through the early part of next week. Here's a current look at the visible satellite image from the Penn State EWAL site. Notice the high clouds and even some lower clouds extending across eastern Pennsylvania, maybe from the D.C. metro region and to points east, but lots of clearing already setting it across the western half of Pennsylvania and western Virginia, western part of Maryland. This is not exactly moving west to east. It's moving more or less in this fashion like this. So it'll take a few hours for these clouds to move off the east coast. But I expect by this afternoon plenty of sunshine up and down the I-95 corridor and a definite noticeable drop in humidity levels by the midday and especially by later in the day. And tonight will be very comfortable indeed. Still some showers and thunderstorms hugging the coast right now, but they too will push off to the north and east over the next couple of hours. Indeed, here's a look at the current radar, and there are some showers and thunderstorms right along the Jersey coast right now and Long Island. All of this will push off to the north and east over the next couple of hours. D.C.'s in the clear right now in terms of rainfall. Philadelphia and New York City very shortly will be in the clear. Again, all of this pushing slowly off to the north and east, as will those clouds, and the clearing skies will start to head in by the midday hours, and we certainly will see increasing amounts of sunshine up and down the I-95 corridor during the midday and especially this afternoon. Well, let's take a look at a couple of forecast maps. This is from last night's Zero-Z GFS model run. We'll look at this evening and then 24 hours later tomorrow evening. By this evening, all the precipitation is off the East Coast at this time. We are in the clear. Tonight will be a very nice, comfortable night up and down the I-95 corridor in this region. Cool enough to turn off air conditioners and very comfortable humidity levels as well. Notice here a little bit of precipitation dumped out by the GFS model for the upper part of the Midwest, almost like a lake effect type situation which we experience in the wintertime as air blows across the Great Lakes and produces a little bit in the way of moisture later on today. That will not pose any problems for the Mid-Atlantic region. Again, we are in the clear now in terms of rainfall from D.C. virtually to about New York City, and there will be increasing amounts of sunshine this afternoon. Well, here's the forecast map for tomorrow evening, Thursday evening. High pressure just dominates the scene here throughout the Mid-Atlantic region, really throughout much of the eastern half of the nation. It looks like that domination will continue for the next few days. Friday will be a nice day. Saturday, pretty nice day as well. There's an outside chance of a shower or thunderstorm late in the day Saturday or Saturday night. And then again on Sunday, there can be an outside chance of a shower or thunderstorm. But really, pretty nice weather here in the Mid-Atlantic for the rest of the week. That's it for now. For the SIWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.